All right, day 186, around 5:45, so I got a good start. At least by my standards, that's for sure. Yeah, so it's the Capitol Reef National Park today. Yeah, and I've about 23 and a half miles to go, so I should be able to do it, even though a lot of it's uphill. So, still gonna be tough. Yeah. There's some, the dawn is breaking somewhat behind me, but yeah, still is pretty dark. But I'll turn off my light because it's not that dark. And I want to be able to see this canyon, kind of. Yeah, I am. That is one of the downsides of starting this early, is that this canyon will be pretty much dark to me. But them's the breaks. All right, later. All right, it's 6:20, so you got a little bit better look at me as the sun comes up. Not yet though. Was able to get water at the pipe spring. There's about 0.2 from where I camped, so it was perfect, really. Now it was a tire trough, and the pipe string was below it, so I did put iodine in it because who knows what's living in that trough. So yeah. But I should have plenty of water until Oak Creek starts, which is in about 13, 14 miles. Yeah. And you know, it doesn't start right away. I got a few more miles of flattish downhill. Then the climb starts. But again, it's gradual at the beginning, and it doesn't really start in earnest until I get to Oak Creek. So, yeah. Then I have about 10 miles up, I think, the far mountain, right? That's how that works. All right, later. All right, so I'm crossing Sandy Creek right now. Big Sandy Creek or whatever. And there's water here. Plenty, really. Maybe because of the rain. Or maybe this does seem like the low point of the valley right here. So, yeah. Actually, at the rock hop. This will be fun. All right, later. All right, Oak Creek Canyon. That's what that says right there. It says it starts in two miles, but yeah, it's pretty much going to be the rest of my day, because after I get there, it's like 16 miles on that up to Oak Creek campground. So yeah. So even though I'm be going up, I'm going to be going relatively straight westerly line because I'm following a canyon up the whole time. So yeah. Because of that, the grade won't be that bad, I hope. But I have to get to there first. I think it's mostly flat till there. So yeah. $18 miles to go, right there. All right, entering Capitol Reef National Park. Yeah. So I got about, I'd say about 15 miles to go. Yeah, that's about right. And yeah, pretty soon, if I haven't already, I'll enter Oak Creek Canyon, and I take a trail along that canyon all the way up. So yeah. That's for the whole time, pretty much. And there should be water along that route once I get to it, which will be nice, which means I won't have to carry heavy water up. I'll just drink as I go along. Sounds good to me. Yeah. Supposedly the grade's not so bad the first half of this. At least according to my my guide, anyways. So yeah, gotta keep on moving though. Try to get this day done. Alright, so I'm on the trail, and it's not much of a trail. It's more of a rock hop. Rock hop that isn't really necessary. If I could just put a lot of rocks on the trail. So I'm moving slower than I thought I would be. That's for sure. And it's not because the grade's not that bad. It's just because, yeah, it's technical. You gotta watch your feet the whole time. So you can't take full strides, so you go slower. And the river's down there, and every once in a while I go down low enough to cross it. Yeah. So it might take me all day. Probably will. Anyways. So it's good that I started as early as possible. Did it as much as I did yesterday, just because it's gonna take me longer than I thought it would. It is different though, which is good, I guess. But not looking forward to like 13 or 12 miles more of this. Yeah. Actually, it's more like 11 now. Fun times. Alright, later. So I've been moving slower, trying to pick my way in and out, and I've pretty much given up. So I'll just be walking through the river. Because I don't even know where the actual trail is. I think it's just, you just follow the river. Seems like that's what it is. So it's been slow going. It hasn't been that bad. I've gotten faster once I've just given up and just started walking through the water. Fun times. Alright, later. Alright, so it looks like the trail, or the non-existent trail I was on, just happened to be on the national park land. So hopefully I have an actual trail to follow now. Not making waves through the river. The creek, anyways. I know I should link up back with the creek at some point, but hopefully it's a little bit better defined or maintained at all. Yeah. Just so I can move a little bit faster. We still got about 9 miles to go. And it's 2:20 almost. So yeah. Gotta keep on moving. All right, later. So when I say this road / trail isn't maintained at all, it's as in it's almost all gone. There's been a few sections like this where I've had to go around. Yeah. Yeah, one more good rainstorm and we'll all be swept away, maybe. Maybe that just happened the last few days, 3-4 days. Kind of looks kind of fresh. So yeah, and that big rainstorm we had. But most of the trail is now above the creek itself, which is good. That moves a little bit faster. Yeah. Looks like I'm kind of back on track. Hopefully. All right, later. Okay. About 7 miles from my goal. And I'm starting to see pine trees. Which means I am going up. Yeah. What's depressing is this is when the incline is supposed to increase. But on this like unmaintained trail where everything is soft, yeah, it's not really a good thing. It's a little bit more work for each step. So, yeah. But it's 4:15, so should be able to make it. If not before dark, then at dusk probably. I think I'm away from the river itself, and the trail is slowly becoming more maintained. I don't know. I think there's cows around here that keep the path kind of clear too. So yeah. I gotta keep on moving. Yeah. Be nice to get on a firm path though, so but maybe that'll happen as I get closer to the campground. And that, just gotta keep on moving. Later. All right. The hopes of you having a better trail as the grade went up have been dashed. Yeah. Somehow it's gotten worse. It's just rocks. Rock hopping after rock hopping. Find the rocks within you. At least I'm not going downhill on this. That would be horrible. Ankle turn after ankle turn, and trying to maintain a decent pace while going down crap like this is pretty dangerous. Uphill it's not that bad. You just got to pick and choose your spots. It does negate like trying to crisscross back and forth to mitigate the grade. This you pretty much just got to go up. But yeah, hopefully this doesn't last for the next 6 miles, or else I don't want to contemplate that. But gotta get it done. All right, later. All right, about 5 miles to go. As you can see, sometimes the trail's okay, other times it turns into rocks, and you got to pay attention the whole time. all the fun stuff. The grade isn't that bad, so, but yeah, there's only that one spot where all the big rocks were. That was something to really be worried about. I have a feeling there's gonna be other sections like that, because a little bit under 2,000 feet to go in the 5 miles I've left. So yeah, I have to go through. That'll take some climbing. I don't want to complain too much, because the thing about this trail is it goes pretty much directly east to west. So I'd rather have this trail than like something that's 5-8 miles longer but more maintained. So yeah, it's just the fact that I'm trying to do it all in one day, trying to beat the sun down. So yeah, it kind of adds to the difficulty level. Yeah, doing it last part of the day too, and tired legs. Yeah, all the things. But I should be able to make it. No, I will. Just probably it'll be dark when I get there. Probably. Who knows? Yeah, it's almost 5:30 right now. Yeah. So I keep on moving. All right, there. All right, end of day 186. Bob drove down like 3 or 4 miles and met me here. Gave me burgers, and so I decided I was done for the day, because that was my goal, to meet up with him. So that's all I needed to do. Hang out with the dogs. All right. It sets me up pretty good for Circleville, which is in like 80 or so miles. Yeah. Hopefully I can get that done in 3 more nights. Yeah, later.